Welcome back, everyone. Today is going to be our very first video for our fertility journey.
Part one.
If you don't already know, I'm Dee. This is my beautiful wife, Meesh. And we're doing a whole series on our fertility journey.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about our plans, who's going to be carrying, do we want a boy or girl, how many kids do we want, and we're basically starting ground zero. We don't know anything. We have our fertility appointment next week.
We just want to document as many things as we can about this journey, so if it helps one person or a million people, that would be great. But
yes,
just want to document it, keep it chill. We won't always be doing this type of, this type of video. We're going to be trying to do some more vlogs too, so it's much more casual. But this is a casual conversation as well.
Yeah, to our friends, to our besties, you guys. All right, I feel like we should discuss about the biggest question is who's going to be carrying. And keep in mind, Dee is older than me.
Okay. By 360 days, I am older than Meesh.
She is older than me, so her eggs are technically a little bit more scrambled than mine.
A little bit more. If you guys haven't been here, we like to make jokes. You know, we like to have a good time. So yeah, my eggs are scrambled at this point. But if you guys don't know, I guess we could talk about our age, right? We should be transparent about our age. I'm 30. Oh my god, almost at 34.
We don't know our age apparently.
I'm 33. Misha's 32, but we are literally 360 days apart. So our birthdays are very close to each other.
Yeah, just to give you guys context.
I am older.
She is older. Dee also works from home.
I do.
So if you were to guess who's carrying, it would be
Meesh. Wait, because I work remote?
I'm just tricking them. You're not in on the joke.
I didn't get it. Now I get it. Yeah. I think everyone pretty much can tell just by Misha's nails that she's going to be the one that carries.
What?
By
my nails?
Yeah, because you're like... Okay, that doesn't mean anything. Clearly, I think a lot of people are confused by who would be carrying, but Meesh and I, from the get-go, when we knew we were going to be serious and we wanted to have a family, that she is the much more physically strong person, and I'm more of a supporter. So I'm going to be supporting her mentally, physically, emotionally.
I think a lot of people thought that maybe you would carry first, or they thought that we would take turns, so it would be you.
Yeah.
And it would be easier because you do work from home.
That's true.
But yeah, we decided that I would be carrying both times because we want 2 kids.
We do.
Ideally. And the reason for that, like Dee said, is just Dee doesn't want to get pregnant.
She's stronger than me. I think, I don't know. It's weird. Obviously, pre-Meesh, I was always ready to be a mother. Of course, I would have to have the baby. This is obviously in a heterosexual relationship, right? And if I was down, I have to for the family. But now that I'm with a woman, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, if you want to carry, like, great. And I think like her body would be much more resilient than my body.
Yeah.
After the baby. And, just...
Yeah, if you know Dee, she's... I don't want to use the word sensitive.
I would say dainty is probably the best word.
I feel like dainty sounds worse than sensitive, no?
Really? Oh, I guess I do have a very sensitive body. Sensitive.
Your body's very sensitive.
Like I'm allergic to a lot of things.
Like one headache is over, one rash it's over.
I have a pretty good pain tolerance though. Like I think my pain tolerance is fine. But in terms of comfortability, I'm a much more...
Being pregnant is definitely uncomfortable.
Yeah, I have a higher sensitivity to being uncomfortable, and Meesh like doesn't mind being uncomfortable. So I'm like, I feel like it just makes sense. I got very lucky because
I'm sure it's not going to be easy peasy, but I think with us it's about partnership, and I'm better equipped physically and mentally to be pregnant. So I'm just going to take one for the team for us twice.
Yeah,
and because I don't think I can handle taking care of Dee if she was pregnant.
Yeah, I would be a lot. I feel like I would be a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm better to support Meesh, whatever she needs.
Yeah.
If I need to rub her feet, massage.
I think the worst thing for me, I'll be extra bitchy.
Well, we'll both be taking hormones, right?
But actually, when we're on our period, you're more bitchier than me.
I don't know what it is, guys. I think I just like PMS a lot.
I actually don't PMS at all.
I didn't think I PMS too until I got older. Damn, we're getting this is pretty.
I think with us, it's
pretty personal.
I'm like
not
my bitchy levels are consistent like all the time. Yeah. But yours is like you're always nice, but then when you're PMSing, you're
I do turn a little crazy.
You get crazy.
I don't get
crazy. And then you go back to being nice. And then I go Mine back is just consistent.
It's just like 1 week of me being a little crazy.
Balance, guys.
It's 1 week of the month where I'm a little bit more irritable and I like get a little bit more emotional.
Yeah.
And then we're good after that.
Yeah.
But I haven't PMS in a while.
That's true.
Honestly, it correlates to like stress at work, what's going on just in general, how the channel is going, how stressed we are from our Discord, how stressed we are from a lot of different things and if it just happens to fall in the week of our periods, it's like, it's over.
Yeah.
Also, we don't ever sync our period, which is so weird.
Yeah.
Most people think that we are synced. Anyway, okay, sorry. On to the next subject.
So how many kids do we want?
We're planning on having 2 if we're able to financially afford it and if Meesh's body allows her to, by God's grace.
I think.
So if we can have 2, that would be great. If we can only have 1, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But we were planning on having 2, one with my egg.
Yes.
And then one with Meesh's egg, but with the same sperm donor.
Correct. Do we care about boy or girl for the first?
Oh my gosh, guys. My heart really wants to have a boy first just because I've always wanted to have a son first, and I want them to be an athlete.
Yeah.
But Meesh's, we've talked about it.
Well, for me, I don't necessarily care if we have a boy or girl first, but I think I do want a girl. I think I just always grew up with a lot of boys that I always wanted a girl. But I know with you, Dee really cares about a boy because she's really into sports. And
I love boys.
She just loves boys. And boys love her.
I mean, girls are like, I love girls too, so I feel like they're either or. But now I'm kind of more open to having a girl first too.
Yeah.
And especially...
But, yeah, I mean, I honestly don't care.
Yeah. Our plan too is to do reciprocal IVF with my egg first, since I'm the older one.
And then, what reciprocal IVF is when this only works for 2 females in a lesbian relationship. The person who is carrying is not the one that's being extracting eggs. So it's the other partner. So for example, in this case, they will be taking out these egg and then the sperm donors fertilizing it outside of the body.
Yeah.
And then once that's fertilized, it will make an embryo, and that embryo will be put into me. So it wouldn't technically be my eggs, will be these eggs.
Yeah.
So that way it's kind of reciprocal. Like I'm the one who's technically the surrogate, but I'm the one who's giving birth, but it'll be these DNA.
Yeah.
And then the sperm donor. Yeah. So that's what a reciprocal IVF is.
Nice.
That makes sense.
Those are great. We are not doctors, clearly, but that was a great explanation.
Yeah.
Nice. So that's what we're planning on doing with our first baby, if we're able to. Reciprocal IVF with my egg. The second baby, if we're able to, will be IUI.
Yeah, and
we're gonna try IUI first.
This is just us coming with no knowledge.
With our plan.
This is just our plan, what we think sounds the most ideal. Obviously, we're doing these eggs first because she's a little older than me, so we want to just get her scrambled eggs done first.
Yeah.
To get that over with. And then if that is successful and that's good, then our plan is we do IUI. And IUI would be, we would get the sperm donor and just put directly into me. So nothing would be fertilized outside the body.
Yeah.
So IUI stands for intrauterine fertilization.
Nice. Inseminate? No, not insemination.
Intrauterine. And then IVF is in vitro. In vitro fertilization.
Look at me. She knows all her stuff.
Yeah. So I'm doing a little bit of background,
I'm glad that we're talking about this now, though, and we're documenting it, because clearly we've heard most stories that they never go to plan. Yeah. Right? So it's nice to tell you guys all what our initial plan is. Like, this is the most ideal plan. We know IUI has a really, really low chance. Like 8% chance.
Yeah, we might have to do IVF again the second round.
So there's, of course, this is not set in stone. This is just what we're thinking out loud.
You can be completely wrong. It won't even make any sense.
Maybe I can't even maybe my eggs are all scrambled and we can't
maybe
have
we
anything.
We just
don't know.
Yeah.
But so it's good to document this. We're going to meet with our fertility doctor next week and just see what the realistic plans are once we get tested.
Yeah, the doctor even might suggest that we just do IVF for both of us because it's a higher chance. And since we're doing IVF the first round, why not do the second round? So we just have no idea. Yeah. That was just our perfect plan, just because it would be cheaper too if we did IUI after we did IVF.
Yes.
But
I think that's a good plan, though. And then now, okay, so that's pretty much what our plan is so far. What are we looking for in a sperm donor? We obviously are only planning on having one sperm donor, so that way our babies will look somewhat similar. At least I'll have like half of the like.
They will be related. In order for our babies to be biologically related, they're going to be related no matter what because they're in our family. But to be biologically related, we want the sperm donor to be the same.
Yeah.
And of course, the most important is the health of the sperm and the family history and whatnot. But for me, I really want to prioritize having the sperm donor look like us. So ideally, they would be Asian.
Yeah.
They would probably be Filipino.
I think, we're in the, so I'm full Filipino. Misha's Filipino.
I'm not Filipino.
Sorry, I'm so used to thinking that you're Filipino already. She's Filipino by blood. I mean, by culture. She's Filipino by culture. Sorry. I'm Filipino. Misha's Vietnamese Laos. So she's a mixed Asian.
Yeah.
So we want, but everyone thinks she's Filipino. So at least like...
I already look Filipino.
She does look Filipino.
So it just makes sense to get a sperm donor that looks Filipino. So they'll just look like both us.
For sure. And we definitely don't... We're already in such a unique family relationship that we don't want our kids to look different from us too. So we don't want them to feel left out or like feel different.
Do you wanted to get like a white donor or a black donor?
See, if it was a perfect world, I would love our donor to be like half Asian and half white, or half Asian, half Latino, or half Asian and half black, or half Asian and half something else. But that's mainly because, no offense, Asians are really small. And I want all of our babies to be athletes. I would love our baby to be like the next Wembanyama, but that's an NBA player. But I want our babies to be really tall and athletic. So I'm being a little bit superficial.
With my genes, that's going to happen no matter what.
I know, Meesh has kidding. I feel like I have good genes too. I'm just not as tall as Meesh. So with our heights,
I went to the doctor today and they told me I'm 5'8". I'm like, excuse me?
See, when I go
an extra inch.
When I go to the doctor, they tell me I'm 5'5". But that's because I'm wearing shoes. Okay.
He's 5'4".
You know what? I'm technically 5'4.5". But Misha's tall, so I feel like as females we have really good genes in that sense of like, and our families are super athletic. So I feel like our donor for sure has to be at least, I'm going to be really picky here, but I prefer our donor to be at least 5'10", 5'11", or taller.
And they're going to be Asian.
And they have to be Asian. At least like
not
75%.
Asian, they have to be Filipino.
Yeah.
And I only say that because I want them to feel culturally, it has to be like a self of belonging in our family, because I just grew up with different ethnicities and with my half brothers, and I've always felt like we were separated. I really want our family to feel like they belong. So that's why we're really prioritizing, even though it's not my race, culture, but your family is a lot more culturally Filipino. So that's why we chose sperm donor Filipino.
Yeah. And I grew up actually speaking Tagalog, which is the Filipino language. Mm-hmm. So that was my first language. English was my second language. But as I grew up, I like started losing it when I was in school and I was only speaking English. But I still understand it fluently. So there's a piece of me that kind of makes me sad that our kid is, I mean, not sad, but there's no way for them to learn Tagalog unless they learn it literally through Duolingo or something, or through my parents.
Yeah,
but it's like, it's hard. So we already know that there's going to be that cultural difference there because the language barrier is going to be there. But that's why I think, like you said, it'll be easier if we have a Filipino kid because the Filipino culture is so ingrained in us already.
Yes.
We'll see what our donors will be. Meesh wants to fly to the Philippines and get a random donor that's like 6 feet over there. Like, that's obviously a joke. But so obviously the most important thing is the health of the donor, family history, and then it's height. Oh no, then it's ethnicity, and then it's height and athleticism.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I mean, that's all the other physical stuff I don't really care about.
Yeah.
It's just more for you because, I mean, that makes sense too. But I think no matter what, our kid is going to come out an athlete, I think. Yeah. And if not, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
They'll be around a lot of sports either way.
But yeah, that's our plans as of now with our fertility journey. Again, we don't know where it's going to go. We have our first appointment next week, and we'll update you guys at that time. And then we might possibly have a whole new plan.
I'm actually super nervous, excited. Our fertility doctor seems to, when we went to their website, they have like a whole page on LGBT couples, which is amazing. So we feel already comfortable in that sense that this person knows how to handle same-sex couples. Yeah. And we're super excited. Oh, a little side note too. We've been taking care of our health. Like I said, we did a psych test. We're getting a physical. We're just trying to make sure that everything, all the boxes are checked and that we're really,
I just got
ready to go. Oh yeah, Meesh got her blood
I just got
drawn.
my blood taken.
I need to. I still need to actually go get my physical done, but we're excited to just see what this journey has in store.
Yeah, let us know if you guys have any questions for our fertility journey. I don't think we answered everything. That was just
sure we didn't.
Basic questions I think people were wondering.
If you guys have any other questions, let us know in the comments below. And we appreciate you guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Thank you guys for watching.